tour over here too. They have to finish the ride. It's not done yet.
Wow! Holy cars!
Yep.
It's like we're at summer camp.
Couple tours, baby. They already left at 8 o'clock.
Winter chill out.
Winter chill out.
Where do we go here? This way.
And there is my dinosaur that I call Shithead.
Classic. What should I do with this, Mommy? Should I
Keep
put
it.
in your purse?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, hold on. Time to begin.
Marketing office here at Cedar Point. We've got Adam, the project manager for Val Raven. He'll be able to answer any questions for you, tell you a little bit more about the construction process here. So I'll hand it over to Adam.
Yeah, Jason, yeah.
Thanks, Scott.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Adam. I am the project manager for Val Raven. As you can see, we have a lot of work taking place today. It's a beautiful day for it. We have to use these opportunities to get as much done as we can. We are currently about 80% complete with the ride erection itself, and anticipate that to finish up in a couple weeks. Right now we're very focused on the electrical and pneumatic work that has to take place in order for us to be able to start up in early April. Val Raven is a very unique coaster in the sense that it has two lift motors and gearboxes. The first lift motor gearbox is at the base of the lift hill. That drives the train to the top of the lift hill. There's a slight angle of decline, which gravity takes you over to the second motor and gearbox that you can see at the top of the lift hill. What that motor and gearbox does is latches onto the train, creeps you over the edge, holds you at the 45-degree angle for 4 seconds prior to giving you the final dive. So that's the unique feature about Val Raven. I will open it up for questions, and hopefully we can get a response. The question was, do we have any trains here, and when do we start testing? We do have 2 out of the 3 trains here on site in our possession. The third should be arriving in early March. They come from overseas in Switzerland, so I'd imagine that third one's on a boat somewhere. I'm making its way here. The second part of the question was, when do we anticipate startup? Startup will be in early April, so that we can make sure we're open for Val Raven World Premiere Weekend on May 7th.
Now, is the park going to be open to everybody?
Yes. On May 7th and 8th, the park will be open to the general public, yes. And then well, we're doing something a little different this year. We're opening Saturday and Sunday, that May 7th and 8th, closing during the week, and reopening, I believe, on the next Friday or Saturday. And then that's our normal operating season then at that point.
Isn't there a season pass preview night too? 7 to 10 p.m.
The question was whether or not there is a season pass.
In the perspective with the scale of this roller coaster, this Immelman is 165 feet tall, which is
is only 5 feet shorter than Gatekeeper's first lift hill. The Val Raven, just to give you the sense of scale, it's a really, really big ride. Question? The ride, I don't know the exact ride time. It should be probably 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't have the exact time in front of me. We can maybe ask Tony that question later and see if he knows the exact ride. The ride is about 3,415 feet long. So I've gotten pretty good at memorizing most of the stats because I do all the merchandise. So when we're going to have merchandise made, we got to make sure the statistics are correct. So. And that's one of the really unique things about Cedar Point. You know, our geography is so unique, obviously, being out on this beautiful peninsula at Lake Erie. So whenever we do put a new ride in, you know, we don't just have roller coasters here. We have roller coasters out on the Midway that surround our guests. So when you're walking on the Midway this summer, you're going to be able to really interact with Val Raven. Similar to Top Thrill Dragster, you know, it's a great ride for people that want to enjoy the coaster, but it's also an enjoyable experience for people that just want to watch the ride.
Oh, right. So now that the other one broke off, we fixed it. Good morning.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, honey. Ew. I'm guessing this is George. Hi, George. You've been sitting here too long.
Oh, he's glowing too. Because of the flash, his eyes are glowing.
Oh, jeez.
I'll have to show you. He did it on a computer stuff. That's funny.
I like to get over that one if I could.
It'd be kind of hard to get up there. Well, do you know LE stands for? CPLE. Cedar Point and at Lake Erie.
Cool.
This is where you should grab the other camera.
Huh?
This is where you should grab the other camera.
I'm good.
Take video of mobility. So we need to have a camera.
Go get it.
Let's see if they're burped. Good. There's the lid. The lid. Put him on first. Here, let Hannah get the picture.
There's another one up there I want to get to.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I guess I'm not going to ride this today. Well, I don't care for the yellow one anyways. My favorite one's blue. Wherever it is. Okay.
That's it, right there.
What?
Right back here is where the train would drop.
That's not from Texas.
It's actually upside down. These two fort ears, yeah, the fort ears are stainless steel blocks. On the bottom, sides with copper braid.
Do the cars have a...
That's it.
And what happens on the right is that
Dragster's drum. It's winding up. Sorry to release. There's more guys.
Do you need to throw away trash? Do you need to throw away trash?
Wait a minute. Look,
Yeah. Is that the garbage can now?
Yeah.
You sure?
there's a bag in it.
Okay. I know, that's the guy
at that
from
guy.
the Halloween.
Look at her. Look at that guy. Look at you. That guy. Faye.
Look, it's the dancing guy. And throw it away.
Opening day, 76 days, 11 hours, 54 minutes, 49 point.
I don't know if these guys can see that. I know. Aw, she misses him. Don't touch that. Kids. Oh, that's where they store stuff. And deers, horses from the carousel. Isn't that interesting? I would have to say this is like would be my favorite place to be if I worked here. As far as not being working in the park, this is second place. There's Christmas stuff here. Best day ever! Husband. Horse. Husband. Horse. Husband. Horse.
I can't believe you all came to see me. I'm so excited. Thank you. Welcome to Hotel Breakers. So there's two groups in here. Just remember what group you're with so you go to the right place after this. Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. So you're now in Hotel Breakers, such an important part of Cedar Point's history, and I'm glad to have you. So Hotel Breakers originally opened in 1905. The way you walked in would have been the back of the hotel back in 1905 because the guests arriving would have come from Sandusky and took the ferry over, then looked it over and walked in the door you're going to go out today. So kind of a cool way that Cedar Point, or Hotel Breakers, was back in the day because people didn't drive here. So the picture behind the front desk, that's what the hotel looked like in the early part of the century. And as you walk out, look backwards because that's kind of still what it looks like today. So the beach was the major draw for Cedar Point. I mean, that's why Cedar Point is here. I know a lot of you never make it out to the beach, but I would implore you to think about doing it in the summer because it's just, it is why Cedar Point's here, and it's such a cool place to be. So back in the day, George Beckling, if you're not familiar, was the one that really made Cedar Point what it is today. So he's the visionary, and he's the one that wanted to build a grand hotel on Lake Erie and make it a pleasure resort for the summertime. So he secured the funds to build Hotel Breakers. Again, it opened in 1905, one of the grandest hotels of its time on the Great Lakes for sure. So once it opened, it really established Cedar Point as a destination. And that's kind of what we've done, try to do again here today with the renovation of Hotel Breakers. Where you walked in, you came under some stained glass. So that's some Tiffany design stained glass. And so not original to the hotel, but it was acquired by George Beckling from the 1893 World Expo in Chicago. So he acquired it for the Cedars Hotel, which is over by Valraven. So when that hotel was built, it acquired the stained glass and put it in over there. So if you ever get a chance, you look over there at the top of that building, that red building, is the same pattern of that stained glass that you walked under. When Hotel Breakers opened, they moved that stained glass from there over to Hotel Breakers. And as we restored Hotel Breakers last year, we preserved that and reinstalled it to make it a grand entrance piece of the hotel. What we did over the past 2 years was pretty spectacular, a really cool project. If you've been in Hotel Breakers before, not recently, hopefully you like what you see. It's a lot different than what it was, but still a lot of the same. If you haven't been, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you'll come more now. You're in the original lobby from 1905. This tin ceiling is original. So a lot of original parts of the hotel, but a lot of obviously had to be updated as well. So these spindles here, all original. They were hidden behind some drywall, been covered up for decades. So they peeled that back, and a lot of it was in really good condition. So they came back and refinished it all. And then added this top level here because I think people were a lot shorter back in 1905. So that people giving speeches 100 years later wouldn't topple over. So places like that and the neat things like that. The rooms are completely updated. Again, if you haven't stayed, I would love for you to check it out this summer. But even when you come to the park in the summer, you don't have to stay here, but come over and see what the hotel's like in the summer, or come check out the beach. The next spot you're going to see is the Rotunda. Again, original 5-story structure to the hotel. it's just a cool part of the hotel. And if you come in the summertime, there's a Starbucks there. There's Surf Lounge. So Surf Lounge is pretty iconic in Hotel Breakers time. If you were back here, maybe in the 70s or before, Surf Lounge was here. And then, so it's back. There's fire pits out there. It leads right out to the beach. During the day on the beach, there's giant board games and competitions and volleyball. As it gets in the evening, we have live music. On select nights, we have movies on the beach. So it's a really cool place to be. There'll be lots of fun special events this summer happening. So that's Hotel Breakers. It used to be 650 rooms 2 years ago. We have 511 rooms now. Still one of the most historic hotels on the Great Lakes, and such an important part of Cedar Point history. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad you guys are here. So thank you for coming. Happy birthday, Caitlin. And so I know, again, there's two groups here. So the next thing you want to see, if you want to walk straight under me, is the rotunda. You can look around there. You can see some guest rooms that were, or what the guest rooms are that we restored. If you want to peek in those guest rooms, the group that's going, I think, the lunch next is a little behind schedule. But if you have time, you can come up here and see me, and you can take a peek in those rooms if you want to. Otherwise, head straight out there. You can see the Starbucks, the Surf Lounge, and then whatever group was here first, we'll probably need to keep moving. But otherwise, if you have any questions.
That was with me. We're going to lunch right now.
I don't know where.
That other group in the lunch.
I know. So a lot of guests that come, don't even realize what.
Okay, we're going to check out one of these rooms.
There she is.
She's stuck in one of the rooms. Oh, wow. Is every room this big?
Part of the room.
This can't be a regular room.
Keeps on going.
Wow. This can't be a regular room.
It's probably not.
This has to be one of those suites.
If I don't want them hanging on the wall.
The point is I wanted to see headboards.
Big shower.
That's alright. Ooh. And there's a commode. Look, it says Barrel of Fun. And underneath it is a blue commode. Huh? Oh, okay. Yep. Do.
Just a regular bathroom with a toilet. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, this is huge.
Look at the shit.
This can't be a normal room.
Flat door.
Oh, look, cute little McLean.
If it's just me and you, maybe we'll just have them there.
Original, like, photos made into
We'll just take off the
nice little
headboard.
portraits. And then you get a view
Imagine the top of
of the beach.
No, actually, it's tower.
Really pretty for being February.
It's pretty and all, but they have the same locks about it.
Yeah, all hotels have those numbers.
I wonder if this is. Okay. So, my question is this haunted? Nice thought, huh? What's this? No. Oh, wait. Is other people coming through here? Who? Come on. Behave yourself. Do. We'll go around and look at some of these pictures. Blue streak. Raptor, excuse me. Compliments to the chef. Fabric. So, and it's supposed to be the original wood they said about the hotel having prior that was beneath the drywall. I guess this is how short the rails were. They just added this part. But for me, as you can see, I am not that tall. So that will work fine for me if it was still the original.
They tried to put all three of these pictures together. You know that one?
Oh yeah, I see. Do. After all the dragster pictures. Raptor. Do. Mean streak. I do believe I heard that this hotel was built in 1907. That means that Blue Streak had been here since 1870s. So these people come to this hotel and ride that roller coaster that's already been here for already over 3 decades. That is something else. Then we come here today, and that roller coaster is still running. And this hotel is still here. It's still beautiful. I want to get these pictures of these horses. And there's my husband. Ooh, 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 ooh. I go down the steps. Like so many people with money, I mean money, did a long time ago. This here is the original picture of this hotel back in its glory in the beginning, which that glory has really never disappeared. That's when it was brand new, and it's new again. Oops, there's a pillar. Oh, look at that artwork on this. Wow. Lounge again. And the lamps. Ceiling again. There is the artwork. That Tiffany.
You don't have nothing up here anymore? Wow.
They used to have bands up there.
You taking video?
Yeah. And people would sit back here.
Oh, this floor is a little shaky. It feels anyway.
They'd sit back there. And they'd dance on this floor.
Pretend there's audience.
Faith. She ran off.
Faith.
Closer so everybody can kind of hear. So this is the Coliseum Ballroom, and here today to answer some questions we have our Vice President of Live Entertainment, Charles. So if you guys want to ask him some questions about the space, the building, just have at it.
Yeah, that's a question everyone asks is why don't we have anything in here right now? And it's a lot of things. It's a very old building. It doesn't have air conditioning. It doesn't have enough power in this building for lights. It doesn't have up until 6 months ago we didn't have an ADA lift. We actually have one now. So we are in discussions. Okay, where can we go with the building? What can we do with it? There's some inherent problems in the size and shape of the building. It's huge. I could put 2,000 people up here. The stage is small. I could do a little show up there. So, I can't put like a Cirque show up here, which would fill the audience, because it's just way too small. I could put a song and dance show up there, but then I'd have about 400 people, and it'd look like nobody. And I already have that down at the Aldrich. So it's just a very difficult, plus if we were to put the money into bringing it up to snuff, that's a lot of money. So I would definitely have to put a big show. Then I've got all of this to worry about. So that's kind of where we are. We're talking about, now that we have an ADA lift, can we fix the place up? Can we use it more for marketing things? Because marketing does some stuff up here, but we could use it for more things for just marketing one weekend things and that type of thing. We do rent it out. Margaretta High School does their senior prom here. We've done wedding receptions up here. We've done that type of thing. Right now, if you look back there, we need to do some work before it's even presentable for prom. So we've got some work to do on it. It is on our short-term and long-term. Okay, what can we do? Because we don't want it to just sit another 50 years. It's one of those beautiful buildings. It's 1906. I think it was built, and a gorgeous building. We don't want to just let it sit. We just got to find that right place. Yeah. So, yes, ma'am. Years ago it was roller skating. This building, before they had the riser, I've seen pictures, before they had the risers and the stage, and this is all lighting offices behind the stage now. But that used to be completely open. The GM's office is back in that corner. My costume shop is over in that corner. But before, when it was just one big open area, the outside band was a roller rink. I met a lady a couple of years ago that used to roller skate up here. And she said it was one of her favorite places. It's funny, you roller skated through my office. We use it right now also. I use it a lot because it's one of the biggest spaces I have for rehearsals. Luminosity, as you know, is a huge space. I've got no place else I can rehearse except here. We can tape out that entire stage here and be able to work on the right size space, except when the dancers run into the poles. We only do it once, and then they learn. But yeah, that's one of the uses. We use it for training. When we have the groups of employees coming through, HR will use it for training. Use it for something like music in the park. When they do the choir competitions, they'll do their awards stuff up here. Halloween, this becomes Monster Central. We have all of the makeup tables down on this side of the room. We have all the costuming back in that area, so the monsters, the 400 monsters will come up, get made up, go get their costumes, hang out until they all go out to the mains. That's kind of a good use. I would love to have another use for it so that they can't, but that's what we use it for now. Yes?
If this is revamped, are we going to keep Haunt Central up here, or are you going to be?
I have no idea. It really depends on if I had a good use for the guests, I could find another space for monsters. At this point, I don't.
That windmill going, holy shit.
Today is February 20th,
Look at that.
2016. We just went on winter chill out.
68 degrees now.
It is 68 degrees. We're in Sandusky, Ohio.
Really winter chill out.
So if you don't believe me, look outside. It is no leaves on the trees or anything because it is nowhere near spring. Even though
We're going swimming!
the groundhog
Inside.
Inside.
I like to see
Groundhog
that
did
hit
say
70.
we were getting an early spring.
Let's see it hit 70.
Would be nice.
Yeah, it would be. Should have brought up 69.
69.
I'm gonna go over here to Shell.
$1.74 per gallon.
It's 69 with a little bit of wind.
A little
It's
bit?
cheaper around,
I'd say actually a lot.
It's a little bit.
miles.
Look at that windmill
Yeah, 50.
in the distance. It's a little bit of wind, she says.
yeah, the windmill's flying.
Guess it's a little
bit of
bit.
I don't know.
I don't know, they might not be able to run them chutes tomorrow. Ron says 50 degrees. Because they're refrigerated. That's it, 50 degrees. It's already 20 degrees higher almost.
69.
Come on, go to 70. I want to see a 70 degree day.
70 degrees. Well, let's
This
see.
is like, spoiled the piss out of me. Spring. Need to go look at a bike. You going in?